Hello QEP instructors, welcome to this refresher video on end of semester essays. In this video, we'll first review why these essays are important to the QEP, and then we'll go through the steps that you'll need to do to get these essays done this semester. So first, why are these essays important? The main reason is that these are the essays that we use to assess student learning outcomes 1A, 1B, 1C, 3, and 4. When your students submit these essays, they go to an upload site, and every summer an assessment team reviews the beginning essays according to the rubric and the ending essays according to the rubric. The numbers that they come up with are what we use to present a chart like this to SACS at the end of the 5th year of the QEP. As imperfect as the essays may be as an assessment tool, they still show us improvement in student writing. They're our major assessment tool for that. So step 1, find the essay assignment template. There are two ways to do this. You can go onto Blackboard and in the My Organizations section, find the one that says QEP. If you don't have QEP in your Blackboard, please let me know. Then look to the section on the left and find Ending Essay Assignment. Click on that, and you'll see these two uploaded files. The first one is the template for you to work in, and the second is an example of how Tim did those essay instructions for his class. I've also sent you this email with files attached. You can get the essay template right there. So once you have your template, then you have to modify it to fit your class. On this slide, at the top I've got the template instructions, and on the bottom I have what Tim wrote on his. So on the top part it says in bold, bracketed, underlined. That's the part that you need to change to fit your class. So where this says next semester or next year, you can see down on Tim's part where he wrote next semester because he teaches his class every semester. Likewise, for the first prompt, in the underlined bracketed parts, it says choose a writing to learn activity. Name this assignment. You can see on the second part where Tim did that. So where it said choose a writing to learn activity, he said consider the writing to learn journal entries that we did. For example, you could consider the scenario from the storm or the one from Desiree's baby. That is something that Tim's class did specifically. So you'll want to fill something in like that on yours. For the second prompt, same thing. Where the template says describe your process writing assignment, Tim wrote, we also wrote a 5-page character analysis paper. There are also these 3 places that you might want to personalize the assignment. Where it says WE classes, you may just want to put your class. Where it says due, you'll want to put the due date in your class for both the paper copy and the upload. And then how does this count? You'll want to say how it counts in your class as part of the final grade. So next you'll want to assign the essay to your students. When do you do this? As early as November 12th. Why have we done it so early? When the essay results came back and they weren't so good, one of the reasons that instructors told us over and over again is that doing the ending essay so late in the semester made it get lost in the last-minute rush. This way we can try to avoid some of that last-minute rush, but still be considered an ending of the semester essay. Some other tips for success. Review the instructions with your students. One of the problems in the ending essays is that all the students in a particular class don't follow the prompt in exactly the same way. That tells us that in some sections, the instructors are not going over the instructions about how to do the prompt. So we need you to stress this with your students and have them follow the prompt. We also would like you to encourage revision if you can. For example, you could require an Alcorn Writing Center session where they can get suggestions on how to revise. Or you can do a brief peer response where they can get suggestions from their peers on how to revise. And also, please remind your students how this counts. Not only does it count as a section of your grade, as a portion of your grade, it also is required for the student to pass the Writing Enhanced class that he do a beginning and an ending semester essay. So then, once the students have done the essays, we need you to collect them, the hard copies in class, remind the students of how this counts, remind the students to upload, and to check the upload site before the semester is over. The reason we collect the hard copies in class is that when we did not do that, students were just uploading anything to the site. So now we want them to know that you do look at these essays, that you do count the essays, and that you are also checking the site to make sure that they've uploaded the essays. So a recap: give good instructions, pick up the paper copies and count them as a grade, make sure the students upload the essays, assign the essays mid-November for the fall of 2014, and allow for revision. If you have any questions, you can get in touch with me or Tim. Thank you for all you do to make the QEP a success.